Yeah, let's do it. AWSM Radio. Damn, that was good. And I just want to give a shout out to James Manny Mano for still being on our show, even though he quit. He's still here.
He doesn't have a choice. He's the guy saying that's good. I'm Logan. I'm the guy saying my name. It's Logan.
I'm Tom. I'm the other guy saying my name is Logan.
You're
just blew your mind.
Sometimes you're both so full of shit. Like, it just fills my heart with joy. I'm very glad to have you here. In addition to having Max Hensgen and Bill Beteet. Let's give them another round of applause for braving their souls and showing their genitalia. That's what happens.
Later on.
You can't see that on a podcast.
That's why I agreed to it.
But you can certainly listen to it.
I'd also just like to point out that I am super hyped for the movie Logan.
Yeah.
I hurt myself.
I'm super hyped. We'll probably get into this because I'm super nerd and can't wait to see Doctor Strange.
Oh, it's good. Have you not seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's been out for
I'm guilty
week.
as charged, but it's just a matter of time commitment. Do I really want to spend about?
Well, if you get yourself an
$25
Eye of
or $30?
Agamotto, time commitment won't be a matter.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that philosophy. Sounds like a lazy philosopher to me, but we'll get into that later. We do this little segment on the show sometimes because we like to integrate our audience into the performance. So if you would like to be part of the show, but you're terrified to sit on the stage and look as fragile as we do, you can simply call, what is that number, Logan? Is it
504-434-AWSM.
So there's a lot of things that come through this voicemail that make absolutely no sense. This is one of them.
Shyly, my suggestion is seared mushrooms. Yes, seared mushrooms. And I have no idea what shenanigans I got myself into, but I'm ready for the ride. So let's see what happens. See you on the interwebs. Bye.
Shyly is ready for the ride. We know that much.
Please tell me if anyone in this room left that
Yeah,
message.
hopefully we get some answers.
Because we have a very niche... Oh, someone's raising it. Well, that was a lie. We have a very niche audience, and by that I mean 25. But it's just so crazy to me that I have no idea who that is and why she's talking about mushrooms.
Seared mushrooms, I believe.
Seared mushrooms.
What does that mean exactly?
I totally thought she said fear of mushrooms, and I thought we were going to talk about psychedelic trips and shit. I was like,
That's the ride she's talking about.
That would have been more I would have been able to follow.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was about, but
What kind of info are you putting on the website?
She made it on the show. She did it.
Yeah, and you could too if you call 504-434-AWSM and leave us a message about anything, really, I guess.
Yeah, evidently. Like, it has been qualified. Anything counts, and it will make it on the show. You have a voice. You want to talk about seared mushrooms. You'll get in. So, Bill, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I just want to let you guys know all your voices sound super sexy on these headphones.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
mine?
Yeah, no,
Even
all of them.
mine?
I was just like, man, sexy.
I like that. I like that descriptor.
Thanks for the compliment,
So,
Bill.
you yourself, you abstained from doing something which was probably better than this tonight. What were you abstaining from to be part of the show tonight?
Oh, I just host a mic called The Lazy Philosopher. It's down the street. And so you guys are just saving me from hearing 3 hours of dick jokes. So
If it's down the street, is this slightly closer to where you come from or slightly farther away?
I live in the Loops, but I'm always on this side of town. So it's
Good.
dope.
It's easy.
I am
It's
really,
lazier.
I'm really letting down my Elder Scrolls Online guild.
Yeah. Everyone's made sacrifices to be here tonight, and I don't want them to go unnoticed. So, Bill, I have never seen your set, and I loved it. Like, it was short and sweet, but still, like, how long have you been doing comedy in Chicago?
Just a year and a couple months. I love stand-up, man. This is like my 306th consecutive day performing.
306. Damn. Yeah, someone caught the uptake on the need for applause there. What is the motivation? Because I was not lying when I got up here and was like, oh, stand-up is the most crazy, fearful thing for me. Like, I won't do it. How do you go out again and again and again?
Well, I told one of my friends, he had a streak going. I was like, man, I'm going to beat your streak. And then midway midway through doing it, I talked to my dean. I was like, whether I could do a TED Talk if I do 365 consecutive days of stand-up, and then talk about what I've learned on that process. And then also, I just want to be a stand-up comedian, and it's like a very small percentage of people who succeed at stand-up. So I was just like, well, let me just perform a bunch, and hopefully something good happens.
Yeah, just you got to keep doing it. You got to keep putting yourself out there. You got to keep that material fresh and see what works and what doesn't, and then you do your thing like you're.
Or
going
you
to
can marry
doing.
someone famous. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
That was the backup.
Speaking of marriage and hearkening back to that video where Logan plays the dude in that little pre-show video.
Oh, we did. We played that. That's on our YouTube page.
Yeah,
if you're
that's
listening.
on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Awesomonster Comedy. But I am about to get ordained.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
This
Church of Satan?
lovely Scarlet Vixen back here with the glasses. Her name is Becca, and she has been in a long-term relationship with a dude named Chris. And I say dude because I really think that we're going to go the route of ordaining me through the Dudemeister ministry.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Just the dude.
You're going to have to learn that before
Wait,
you...
is it related to the
take
Big
your test.
Lebowski, or is it?
It is literally the dude
Yeah.
from the Big Lebowski.
Religious belief.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That-
I'm
in
going to
that
do that.
church. That's great.
Because, spread the love. Like, conduct someone's wedding or whatever. I don't know. I'm doing that. I'm not fearful of that, but I don't want to get up and do a stand-up set.
Oh, it
Max,
is
what is
scarier.
the most fearful moment that you've had on stage when you've been doing stand-up?
Everything that comes after. I mean, like going on stage doesn't bother me at all. It really, it just, it could. I kind of put life on pause when I go up on stage for a couple minutes.
Okay.
And then it all just kind of comes flooding back, and then that's yeah. So, but I'm really glad that Will is here because like I don't get to do as many open mics as I want to. I started working nights recently, so but every single open mic I go to, Will is there. Will is if you get a chance to see Will is all over town kicking ass. Like
I guess we will.
Yeah.
I guess we will.
Sounds like we will. Yeah.
So, we already
I
determined...
did do an open mic in Vegas though last week.
Ooh.
So that was
No,
that was a
okay,
different
yeah.
experience. That was a different experience.
Well, then let's put everything else on pause
Oh,
and
I'm
talk
sorry.
about that. No, because I've never been to Vegas, and I want to know about that experience.
it is like if Donald Trump directed Inception is what that city looks like. There are colors I thought we as a society all decided, okay, these colors don't exist anymore. But they're
everywhere.
But they're everywhere. They're there. It's insane. Yeah, I had a fun weekend. I did a couple betting. I placed a bet for a coworker, which was great. He was just more caught up in the idea of betting at Vegas.
Placed a bet for a so you
Is he under
remotely
18?
betted for someone who.
Yeah, I'll
wasn't in
probably go
Vegas.
back later, and I mean he's not going to win, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Wait till you hear what he wanted $20 on the Bears to win the Super Bowl, and I'm like, I could just burn this in front of you,
and it would be sufficient.
and it would
because-
say,
yeah.
I felt like doing it.
As I said, I don't know anything about sports, but I know that that's not going to happen.
No. The odds, the Vegas odds for the Bears right now to go to the Super Bowl are 601. I could slap my coworker upside the head 600 times, and one of those times just give him a really big hug, and it would be about the odds.
same odds.
It'd be like being a Bears fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill, are you a sportsman? Were you entertained by the Cubs winning the World Cup?
The World Bowl.
Man, when they caught the snitch, that was magical.
It was so great.
No, well, whenever they won the game to go to the World Series, I was standing by Addison. I just got done doing a show, and there were so many people at the platform, and I turned to the guy next to me. I'm like, this would be a really great time to kill myself. And the guy starts laughing really hard. Really hard. And he's like, I'm sorry I'm laughing so hard. It's just I'm a suicide economist at the University of Chicago.
Oh my God.
And that's exactly what people think right before they kill themselves, is they love the audience. And he was implicitly calling my thoughts suicidal. But I was so wrapped up in the fact that my intuitions about suicide were backed up by quantitative data.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bill knows how to find them.
Yeah.
They look like they know how to find you.
Yeah, right.
Because they were there.
Yeah.
What was his job title?
He was a suicide economist at the University of Chicago. He works with Levitt, who wrote Freakonomics.
Steve Levitt, yeah.
And it was just such a bizarre instance. And I was just like, oh, man, this is so cool. And he was saying, the only thing we know about suicide is white male. That's it. That's the majority of people kill themselves.
In the West.
In the West.
In the Rocky Mountains, they got all those guns in the cabins, and they're out there alone.
Yeah.
And they're like in their 50s, and they shoot themselves.
Well, you want to know an interesting fact about suicide? More people have killed themselves in a result of post this election than have been killed by ISIS on American soil.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So I propose that Donald Trump should ban himself from America. Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I think that I didn't know we were going to turn into a suicide.
Let's keep
podcast.
talking about
let's keep going with it. My only tangential leap is going to be. Has anyone seen the Suicide Squad?
That was an awful, awful movie.
You are so stupid. I thought it was cute.
What?
Anything with Jared Leto in it, I'm going to say I think it's
He
cute.
was one of the worst parts of that movie, which is saying something.
I don't care what you
Second
think.
that.
I like to look at that man's face.
I Suicide Squad was the first time I I was like, wow, time is really marching on, because I saw that movie with my teenage niece, and she is just like totally in love with I'm like a 90s kid. I grew up with the Batman cartoon.
Right.
And
the best.
and she's like so into like the whole Joker Harley thing, and I'm like, No,
it's terrible.
You took away the wrong message, or they portrayed the wrong message in this movie.
Yeah,
The Batman animated series that we watched as kids invented Harley Quinn. Like that was
Yeah,
the first appearance.
exactly. Yeah.
We know the soul of Harley Quinn.
we do. It
Yeah.
was just like the
These kids
coolest
today,
thing to
they don't
come
get
home
it.
after school and just to watch the Batman cartoon.
Yeah.
We know she's with Poison Ivy.
Yes, so cute.
We're going to put that in the next quote game we play. Tom being Harley Quinn.
Sure are. And Tom's going to do it. Bill, talk to me about the Lazy Philosopher, because I know that you're missing that tonight. It's a podcast, but is it kind of what we do here, a live recording of a podcast?
Oh, no, it's so much less official and nice. Basically,
Thank you.
That's saying something.
basically, I get people and I bring them back to my apartment and I pull out my cell phone. I'm like, hey, let's record this podcast. And I tell them a topic right before we do it, and then we spitball on that for 25 minutes because that's as long as anyone's going to listen.
Does it have
me.
to do with philosophy?
Yes, always kind of philosophical. So like
Really?
we've done stoicism, insanity, all these other things, and we kind of keep it light, but at the same time get to the deep central parts of the issue.
I have a bachelor's in philosophy.
Oh, me too.
Oh, cool, man.
All right. A lot of money up on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't the first person to make fun of that. So, you also host the Young Hustle show. That's the second Thursday of every month at the Riverview Tavern at 8 p.m. Max, have you ever been on that show? Have you ever been there?
Yes, right? I'm there all the time.
Well, we need to check that out. Just like the audience and all of our World Wide Web listeners need to check out this game.
All right, it's Counterfeit Consumption. That is the name of the game. It is a game in which each of you will take turns. I will read the name and description of a product that is either a real product that has or does exist, or a fake product that we made up. The real products, I usually start with an actual description I found and modify it slightly. So you'll have to be the judge. Who wants to go first, Bill or Max?
Let the new guy go first.
Oh, there you go. All right. All right. So here you go, Bill. Just at the end, tell me if this is real or fake. Gummy Worm Gun. For times when simply eating candy is not enough, turn to the Gummy Worm Gun to turn your snack into a projectile. Simply load the cartridge with standard-sized gummy worms and shoot away. Bullpup design prevents jamming. What do you think?
Real.
Nope, that is incorrect. Fake. We made that up.
That was a good fake one, though.
There is
I kinda
no Gummy
want it
Worm
to
Gun.
exist now.
Oh. Feel free to play along at home as well.
We will keep score.
We will keep score for you. Allison, you got that one. Max,
Ready.
your first product, you'll each get 3. One-button reversible toilet paper dispenser. Put an end to the overhand-underhand wars for good. With this reversible toilet paper dispenser, with a touch of a button, your roll will flip, presenting the preferred side to the user, whether or not you want your toilet paper hung the correct way.
I mean, this is an issue that's plagued people for far too long, and I'm really glad that somebody's finally taking it on. I'm gonna go real. That has to be real.
Wrong again.
Damn it.
Both fakes so far. 0 points for everyone. Bill, your next product, the dog Brella. This inverted umbrella forms a waterproof cocoon around a small dog, enabling canine and master to maintain a walking regimen in inclement weather. The tip of the umbrella hooks to your pet's leash to keep it from straying beyond its protective canopy. What do you think, the dog Brella?
If it does exist, I need to link it to my mom. So I'm going to go ahead with yes.
Very good. That is correct. That is a real product. It's available from Hamacher Schlemmer.
Hamacher Schlemmer.
Yeah, and here it is right here. I'll show it on the video for everybody. The dog Brella.
That is just insanely cute.
Oh, my God.
Is that a schnauzer? What is that?
Yeah, I think so.
That's adorable.
Sure.
All right, Max, your next product, pen cap utensils. For those who've always wanted to eat with their Bic, or for those who don't have room for both office supplies and eating utensils, pen cap utensils combine the best of both worlds. Each set includes 3 pens with 1 spoon, knife, and fork pen cap each.
Please let this be real.
That is right, it's real.
And where can I find one?
All right, I'm going to bring it up, but the link didn't work, so I'm just going to do this.
Do you know of any stationary cutlery stores?
Why would anyone
Here it
need
is.
this thing?
There it is. You can cap your pen off. Some pen cap utensils.
I just don't even know what to say. Please keep the game
All right, you've
moving
both got 1 point. It's a tie right now. Going into our final questions. Bill, pizza scissors. Do you find cutting pizza to be an impossible task? Do you have too much room in your kitchen drawers or really enjoy cleaning scissors? Then pizza scissors are the product for you. A combination of serving spatula and scissors, pizza scissors are exactly what they sound like.
I'm going to go with no.
You think it's fake? No, you're wrong. Pizza scissors are a real product. That's right. And we're going to watch the video at the end of the game, but first...
Did you find yourself
there
struggling
it is.
to cut?
All right, first, Max, your final question to see if you can take the lead here. Design Tech floating keyboard. This floating keyboard reduces carpal tunnel stress by reducing the impact of every key press. Magnets float your keyboard a few centimeters above the included base, which include a gel wrist insert for the ultimate experience in both comfort and design. Design Tech floating keyboard, real or fake?
Real.
No, you're wrong. It's fake. You're both wrong. You end in a tie.
What are they doing in Silicon Valley
No
if they
one
aren't
wins
working on
counterfeit
that?
consumption.
But both of you are going to win the opportunity to watch this fabulous video about pizza scissors.
Do you find yourself struggling to cut pizza? Do you burn your hands or end up losing half of your topping? Pizza cutters can be tricky and dangerous. That's why Clean Easy has the perfect solution with the pizza scissors. The pizza scissors eliminate struggle and cut your pizza easily.
Oh, jeez.
It even has a handy serving feature, so you'll never drop a piece when serving to the plate again. They're dishwasher safe, making it really easy to clean and much safer to use than a blade.
She's so happy.
Please.
There you go.
And then the entire audience erupts in applause at such a fabulous product that exists on American soil, though we probably know that it's not made in America. Special thanks to our wonderful guests, Bill Beteet and Max Hensgen. Be sure and check them out at open mics throughout Chicago. Look for links below with descriptions and all the information that you'll ever need to see these wonderful gentlemen bare their souls on stage. You've been listening.
AWSM Radio.